Taurus, welcome. This is the Tana Tarot Zodiac channel. That's kind of a creepy looking bull. And this is your Zodiac reading for this week. We're switching it up a little bit. This reading is going to be about what's going to happen in December for you, Taurus. So I did shuffling of all the Oracle and Tarot off camera to save time. And so here is your card. This is Taurus. Let me go ahead and lay out the cards. We have Transparency. We have Cordelia, Go Outside. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. What the hell's going on here? Let's go ahead and see. Taurus, let's look at the cards. So we have Transparency. It is card number 43, which reduces to 7. 7 may be important to you, or 4 and 3, or 43. The energy of transparency supports our expansion toward a higher vibrational state of being with more insight, honesty, and clarity. The energy of transparency. I feel like what this is talking about, pardon me, let me grab my water. I've been talking for quite a while. All right, thank you. Okay. So, it's about not hiding. It's about being open. It's about being authentic. It's about not being afraid of letting others see who you are, what you're about. And there's a certain freedom with that. You know, there's some people that you can meet that say you know them for 10 years and you don't even really know who they are because they never let anyone in. They're not transparent. And then on and you know, it's not a bad thing, just how they are. Well, it might be bad for them because, you know, they're not open and that keeps them closed to experiences. But say like the serial killer thing, you know, it's always the, oh my God, I lived next to him for 25 years. He seemed like such a nice guy. Talk about not being transparent, right? And oftentimes we do hide either through fear, whatever, right? So this is about being transparent, being open. And again, there's a lot of freedom with that. And what it's saying here is it really raises your vibe. You're open. You don't have to be afraid of anything. What you see is what you get. You're honest, you're clear. And not only does it help people to understand you, it helps you to understand you better, and it helps keep you open. And like a whole crown and third eye chakra thing. Like, I'm open. This is who I am. We have Cordelia, Go Outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay? Especially if you've been burning sage. Here's the message that I'm getting with this. I feel like you have been hiding, maybe not being so open. I think specifically when it comes to love, and I don't know if it is for a specific person or in general, Taurus. Okay? And I think you may be open in other areas of your life, like your family knows who you are, but I feel like you have a hard time being open in romantic relationships, okay? And one reason why is we have the Two of Swords. So I see you being blocked. I see you being restricted. I see you being afraid. And twos are about choices, choosing a path, making a decision, choices. And I feel like you've been blocked in being able to open up. And I feel like you probably have had, depending on your age, you've probably had a few unsuccessful relationships, because I don't think you ever let the people really get to know who you are. And so everything's kind of shut down and closed. And I think, Taurus, with the Seven of Cups, I think you're confused. It's like almost, what will happen? Like, what will I get when I make this choice? Will I get something good? Will I get something bad? And you're very confused because you don't know what this choice will bring. You're confused, you're fearful. It's like you don't understand. And here's what you're going to get. Let me tell you what you're going to get. Who knows? You know, you could get someone good. You could get someone with bad intentions. You could get a human person that is good but has some shadows. Who knows? You can't really tell. I mean, here's the deal. And I'm talking about like using discretion and judgment. Just because you've been shut down doesn't mean that you don't know how to spot some red flags. You may not really trust your intuition because you're not open, you're kind of shut down. Okay, you're kind of closed, you're kind of blocked. All right? So you may not really trust your intuition, and you could pick someone with bad intentions, but let me tell you, it happens to the best of us. Okay? And that maybe that's what shut you down. But it's almost like a catch-22. And I'm not really sure how to explain that. You'd have to Google that. But it's like a catch-22. So you have to trust and open up and take the risk. Because when you trust and open up, that's when your intuition really opens up and grows. And that's when it'll be easier for you to make good choices. You see what you did? You sabotaged yourself by closing down, by shutting down. Now, if you want a good relationship and you try and do it closed, who knows what's going to happen? Number one, even if it was a good person, I don't think it would work. I think the person would say, he never let me in. She never let me in. I felt like I didn't really know them. They would never let me see the real them. And I was in a relationship like that for like 9 years. So closed, so fearful. So, you see what I'm saying? It's crazy, but you have to open up, be vulnerable, number one, in order to open up your intuition and start to be able to trust yourself to make a good decision. And number two, for someone to even want to be in a relationship with you, right? Oh, it's just the trash man this time. So, two things I'm hearing in closing. In December, I feel like you're going to, I don't know. It could be an epiphany, but I feel like you're going to say, you know what I'm doing is not working. I need to open up. Maybe you're in counseling. Maybe someone's called you on your shizmet, like, I don't even know who you are. And you're like, you're right. I haven't never really been transparent. I've never really showed you who I am. I feel like in December, you're going to get to the point where you're going to be able to do this soon, or you may even do this in December. But go outside. I'm going to be a little bit more, I'm going to interpret this a little bit more widely. If you have been staying indoors and blocked to go outside, but I'm taking this as open up. Go outside. You've been indoors too long. You've been in your head too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. Okay? So I'm taking that as that. So please start to do that in December. Even if it's just going out with friends. All right? And then with the Knight of Cups. Wow. Is this you? Could this have happened because you really met someone? Ooh, I just got that message. You really met someone that you cared about, and they kind of pulled back because they're like, look, you're not even opening up to me. I don't even know who you are. And you're like, shit. Because I feel like there's an opportunity here, an offer of love. So either someone's coming in that you really care about offering you love, and you know you're kind of calling yourself on your own shit, and you kind of know why it hasn't worked up to this point. Or this may be you trying to get back that person that is kind of pulling away because you're so closed. Either way, I see good tidings. Man, self-realization is the hardest. And then trying to affect those changes. It's a challenge, Taurus. I get it. But I see either way, with the Knight of Cups, I see an offer of love and opportunity for love. I don't think it's too late, Taurus. And I don't know where you are in this, but I see good things happening. Self-realization, love, opening up, happening in December. Taurus, beautiful. Thank you for joining me. And my blinds are getting weird. Thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next week, Taurus. Bye-bye.